We are recording.
All right, welcome to the Coming for Happiness podcast, where we come together for happiness. My name's Curtis, and the rest of you guys can introduce yourselves.
The rest of us are Curtis for today, my friend.
Yeah, I'm Curtis.
I'm Curtis.
Yep, I'm Curtis. Welcome to the podcast.
That's a mouthful. Curtis with a K, even some would say.
No.
Quick sidebar before we really get into the topic of the day. What do you think is cooler, Curtis with a K or Curtis with a C? I feel like Curtis with a K is a little douchier, but what do you guys think?
I feel like Curtis with a K is like Corona in a can, you know?
Oh,
what about
yeah.
like Kurt, but it's spelled like Kirt?
Oh god,
Is that illegal?
Heartburn, dude.
Yeah, that's like walking across hot coals. It just hurts my ears.
Ear to action. So I guess today we'll speak to kind of a little bit of a couple different topics. We can speak to what makes each one of us happy, whether that be the things that we do in a day or what we think happiness maybe looks like. So I think maybe I can start with myself, and we can kind of Rochambeau from there for what makes me happy. I mean, one thing that I feel like that we all share pretty heavily, and I think it'd be interesting to hear for whatever viewers we do have, what makes you guys happy too in a day. But personal hobby of mine I really enjoy. First of all, fitness, absolutely huge to me. Snowboarding is a really important hobby, a thing that I think that really makes me happy.
What is it about snowboarding that makes you so happy?
I think the personal disconnect that you get from the world, and also watching Con hurt himself, I think is the thing that makes me most satified.
Nothing like hearing his groan echo throughout the mountains when he falls right on his ass. It like echoes in the hills.
Birds fly off the top of trees.
Yeah, a little avalanche happens. Yeah.
I just love the social disconnect, a little bit of the thigh slappery. Yeah, and I think just like pushing each other, you know, getting super uncomfortable. And once again, it just comes down to the pure CV. Like, I just love hurting my friends in a good but bad way, you know?
Would you call it a disconnect, or would you call it like a true connection to the people you're with and nature and the sport that you love? You know what I mean? Like,
I guess you'd classify that as more of like a reconnection than a disconnection. A disconnect, almost society, but like a reconnect to what a man truly needs, you know?
Exactly. You get out there, there's no service, there's not a cell phone in sight, there's nothing but you and the mountain ahead of you and the boys, you know, or the girls too, I guess. I don't know. I feel you though, man. It's nice. You're out there just gliding at fucking 80 kilometers an hour on a little piece of fiberglass, just wondering if the next bump's going to be your imminent death. You know, you fucking break your collarbone. It's a good time.
Yeah. Those are good times. Con, do you want to speak to what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Usually Brazilian hookers.
No, Con. He's slithering.
God damn it.
Con,
for a man who's never come before, you can't speak to happiness from a sexual item.
I've got to say to you,
Con, idea.
I'd be willing to venture that you've never interacted with a hooker or a Brazilian person.
Or both together.
I mean, Chase, I don't really see race, so I may have.
You son of a bitch.
How dare you?
We said we were going to play on these lines, Con, and you're dancing on a fence that's far too thin.
It's like a chain link fence, and he's trying to stand on the top of it, like.
Except he's going to fall down and catch his nutsack on one of the points first, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Con, what else?
You know, just mostly being with like friends and family. You know, really getting like you said, the connection with people, and you know, it doesn't matter really what you're doing as long as you're with the people that you want to do it with, right?
What about, I mean, the audience probably doesn't know for whomever actually sees this, but what about your joy in getting hay and the positives and negatives, and in the negative way it affects our friendship as well?
Getting hay, you know, it's a great excuse.
Excuse for doing anything that he doesn't want to do.
You know, I mean, you just gotta get hay sometimes.
I feel sorry for your future girlfriends, Con. Anytime you don't want to hang out, you know, I gotta get hay with my grandparents, you know.
Like, no, it's the middle of winter.
Colin will be going through sexual intercourse and climax first before her, and just like the SpongeBob meme, get up, get out of here. Oh, sorry, gotta get hay.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get some hay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that a meme for the Facebook page.
Granny's calling.
Be like, when you finish before her, you got nothing left. All right, I'm gonna go get some hay.
Get some hay. Oh,
Can I? I'm just gonna want to have a quick sidebar because the hay getting always reminds me of your grandparents, Chase and Colin. And can we speak to why your grandma, Chase, always gets you the most bomb ass tight clothes to make you look like a sex item?
Oh my goodness, it's just a grandmother's taste, you know. She knows what a handsome young man I am, and she just wants to see me succeed in this world. I think that she might have a little model, like she like goes to a certain store with a guy that has a similar physique, and she gets him to like model clothes on a little makeshift runway.
Make sure they look good first.
Colin, is there
what
anything else you'd like
what
to
size
speak
is
to?
your grandson? Oh, yeah, it's like a large. Okay, give me everything medium.
Yeah.
Literally, dude, literally.
Some small, perhaps. White t-shirt with extra small. That'd be great.
Yeah, do you have any child sizes?
Yeah. Do you have any child large for by chance?
Gregory, what makes you truly happy? Where does happiness come from?
Well, you know, you guys are all talking about activities and stuff. I'd like to find it down to just a slight noise that makes me happy. Just a good old. And then, you know, just sitting, relaxing, having a couple of pops, wobbly pop, maybe even with a couple of your bros, just chilling.
You just got a house and you're just becoming more and more of a dad. You just get home, put on your white New Balances. They're pre-grass.
Speaking of that, what makes me happy? Just the greenest, nicest cut lawn. Oh man, gets me all kinds of excited. Nice brown lawn right now. The neighbors is just green as the rainbow. All he does is he's got short shorts that he likes to put one leg up on anything in sight, like the Captain Morgan pose, and just silently judge me. Like my lawn has been green since Boxing Day, and oh yeah. But no. What makes me happy is just a nice set of lawn furniture, just sitting, maybe some sunglasses on, maybe just laying down, having a beer perhaps, and just relaxing. Possibly barbecuing, doing some test clicks on your barbecue tongs. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The little things.
You know what's better than anything else is when you got a bunch of guys hanging around. You just some guys being bros, grilling up burgers for the fam, you know, and everybody's crowded around the barbecue, just watching that meat cook. There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Watching the meat cook. Come on.
Okay, I've got two things before I talk about my happiness. So frickin' one, when you guys are making burgers, are you a one flip person or are you a multiple flip person?
I'm a watch while my spouse does it person.
Oh my God. No, not this.
That's why your lawn's so brown, dude.
Hey.
I'm a one flip. You know, you're watching the burger, starting to kind of brown around the edges, gets a nice little pool of fatty like juice on top of it. It's a perfect time to flip it. You flip it once, it's not overcooked. It's always perfect.
I feel like if you have to flip more than one time, you're just like looking for reassurance, and you're like, ooh, you think the outside's good enough when I did it the first time? But if you can just one flip it and you're good to go, that's when you I think you could be called an expert on some.
Man, you know what is so difficult is doing chicken on a barbecue.
That is a skill.
You are truly a dad if you can fucking make juicy chicken on a barbecue.
Wow, I just realized you really spoke to my vulnerability as a man on the grill. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's a soft spot for me. I'm definitely a 3-flip guy. Like, you flip it, you cook it one side, you flip it to the other, and then you flip it back for the cheese side. So there is some sense of insecurity, some would say. That it really just shows who you are as a man. God damn.
You need to have
Can we
confidence in your
I need to have
form.
confidence. Damn it.
The master level griller like outfit? You know, in games as you progress, you get cooler armor and shit like that. So if you're like the master level griller, what are you wearing? Is this like an slightly oversized white Budweiser t-shirt that you got from the 24 pack and like some cargo shorts, or like what are you guys picturing that as?
Dude, that's beginner's item. End item is definitely just like one of those things that says like kiss the cook and you're wearing nothing else.
Or an
and
apron with
nothing
like a
else.
woman's bikini body on it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
dude.
doubt.
I was gonna
No
say an
doubt.
apron and no pants, so you have your little cheeks out the back.
Yeah. Okay.
That is nice.
That is nice. It'll be many years before we hit that, but we'll
You have to
we'll get
bear a
there.
child first.
That is true. You actually have to. That's like an achievement before you can level up.
So, are you guys more of a sunrise or sunset kind of guy?
Sunset for sure. There's something
Like,
special, like especially after I don't know. I'm gonna speak to like a moment, like you know, in like I don't know, circa 2003. You're like 5 or 6 years old. You've just been running outside all day, just beating your dicks with your friends, doing stupid stuff around the neighborhood, pedaling your bicycles around. It's now like a soft 8:30 on like a summer night, and the sky is completely orange. Everything is fine, and your body is tired, and you smell like a sweaty little piglet. That is just like the perfect ambiance of spiritual peace, and that's why I reside sunset side of things.
You really painted a picture there, didn't you?
Yeah.
It depends on how creative you are mentally, but that could really go a multitude of ways.
I don't know, man. There's something about like just seeing the sunrise. I know myself, like I get up, go for a jog around the neighborhood or something, or you know, sometimes when it's a little bit warmer, even just sit on my back deck for the sunrise, drink some coffee, and man, like I think it's just something about being like alive when nobody else in the world is alive. Everybody's dead ass asleep, like, I gotta go to my job. And you're just like up there like, it's another beautiful day. You know what I mean? Like just really empowers you.
So what you're saying is you're just an asshole.
He just loves being better than everybody.
That's what actually truly makes me happy. Is just being a total dickbag, just being better, like just in my mind being better than others. Like just
What would some
yes.
call it? That upper echelon, some would say.
No, I think that I agree. Like, there's things that make you happy and things that make you feel really good and kind of like realign your whole soul and who you are. But I think that, like, you know, for me, I want to say that true happiness kind of comes from within. It kind of comes from being focused and present in the moment and like enjoying life wherever you're at, and just like not having like an internal sea of emotions and torments and feeling like fucked up, like just being connected to yourself and being connected to what you're doing in the moment. And yeah, just like not thinking about anything else, not worrying about how you're going to pay your credit card, not worrying about work the next day, just being in that moment, like just enjoying it.
Yeah, that's a very good point to speak to. I mean, I think that is where true happiness can come from, is just by being not necessarily like complacent by any means, but by just being able to be fully involved in what you're doing at the moment and be happy in today, not having to, you know, identify happiness down the road.
Yeah, man. I think that there's something to be said about constantly thinking about the past or thinking about the future. Like, I think that thinking about the future in a powerful and positive way is important. You need to set goals, and you need to also, as far as the past goes, like there's a lot to reflect on and to learn from. But if you become obsessed with either, if you think about them from the wrong mindset, it's a fucking rabbit hole of like self-destruction. You know what I mean?
I need to sit there and just pure sadness. Why aren't I here at X, Y, and Z? I'm not a millionaire. I don't have a big fat house. I just can't come. These are the words of Colin.
Yeah. Just dreaming about a day that you could come. Yeah.
One day, perhaps.
Look at him stroke his beard. He's anxious.
Yeah, a boy can dream. Yeah.
You can tell his nuts about to burst right now.
Damn it.
Colin, are you frustrated?
Frustrated? Only
Yeah.
sexually.
That's
Can you
fair.
speak to that for like 30 seconds?
Yeah, you know, like I just see all your handsome faces and
Oh my
You
god.
know, I just can't control myself sometimes.
I'm your brother, Connor.
Wow. Sure, but when you
I'm
try to
your
wrestle
father.
me naked, that's fine.
That's Roman wrestling, Con. That's different. The Greeks never wrestled with clothes on.
Yeah, look at all their statues. Come on.
Oh my god. Did we talk
Great
about this? I
production.
feel like we talked about this. You know how like all Roman and Greek statues have like really tiny cocks?
What?
You know how like Roman and Greek statues have like tiny cocks?
Yes.
Okay, so I was watching this
It's more like this when you say tiny. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go like
elongated.
this.
the size of my foot. Holy.
Yeah. Well, I
Jesus,
mean-
soft or hard?
Anyways, so I was listening to this podcast where this guy was talking about why that was, and I guess like back in that society, back in those times, it was like a status symbol because like to them in that era, like a big cock was like it was like intertwined with being a barbarian. Like fucking barbarians would come and raid their cities and fucking pillage and rape, and they're just like beasts, right? They're beasts, they're big, hairy, fucking dirty animals with gorilla cocks, and like you were thought to be like a fucking savage, like, and so like a tiny penis was like basically like in a line with being sophisticated and being regal and like being from a higher society.
It's just like
Well,
a
I mean,
fun,
that's kind
like
of
you
the
think about it, like
same
would
as
you rather
it.
like have a big dirty Big Mac or like one of those you go to like a fine diner where you pay like $175 for like a small morsel dish on a plate with like some garnish on top? That's how I see it.
Okay. We're coming
Right?
around full circle to the size versus niceness story again. It's
Yeah.
always better to go nice, okay?
It's important.
It's not the wand, it's the wizard, man.
Damn it.
Damn it. That rabbit hole.
Connor's just
is
sitting over
always-
there with his horse cock, like, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Niceness is important, I guess.
ooh,
Yeah.
damn it. Don't
I
tell
just
me
got
you
it
were.
fucking intertwined in his leg because it's so big. Like,
You know, I think to take it back to our first podcast, because I think we kind of talked about this on that, moments that scarred you and changed your life forever. Getting a dick pic from my brother fucked my life up, and I honestly, like, I've seriously considered counseling about it. Like, sometimes I have night terrors. I like wake up like kicking my sheets off. Like, oh my god, it wasn't real. Oh thank God.
That probably changed your path as a man.
Yeah, come on, you were a full-blown adult. That didn't scar your childhood.
It scarred my adulthood, dude. It changed my life, bro.
I bet you didn't feel like big brother anymore, did you, Chase?
Damn it. He took my power.
like,
He took everything from me.
I loved you.
You were like a brother to me.
She's growing up. You showed your freaking little genitalia, your little twig and berries and your butt enough. And you deserve to
He
see mine.
still does that.
Con, why you gotta call it a twig and berries, bro? Why you gotta play me like that?
Oh.
It's all about the niceness,
Wow.
Con.
And banana
took a
and
turn.
basketballs, like
Banana and basketballs. That's a nice ratio.
What is one thing that you guys would like to do that you've never done before?
a Brazilian hooker.
Yeah, baby.
That's fair.
Oh, man.
That's fair.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can't set him up for that.
Great
That was
aspirations,
perfect,
bro.
You literally exude sexual frustration at all times in your life.
It seeps out of his pores, dude.
But look at that goatee. It literally just smells like sex. Like, God,
Release pheromones.
It smells like drunk sex, Griffith. That's what it smells like.
no. I would like to go bungee jumping. I still haven't done something like that. Bungee
Oh.
jumping, I think it'd be cool.
Fuck that noise.
I was gonna say skydiving, and I think that skydiving is like 15 times less scary than bungee jumping.
100%.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Why do you guys think that?
Like
You're
what I
just jumping,
what I do,
relying on an elastic band, for fuck's sake. Like, no, I'm not there.
would I bungee jump? Like I want to say that like I'd really rather not, but you know, you get all the boys there, everybody's standing on the platform. Like you're not going to be the bitch who doesn't jump. Like, all you need to do is stand on the edge of that thing and just step off. Like, you're not going to.
You and 6 guys are just going shot for shot with fireball until somebody has the balls to go first.
I'd rather go first, man. Fuck, like sitting
Getting
there,
it over with.
sitting there with the angst of fucking watching everybody else go and you're last up. You're like, ugh.
Another happy landing.
Man, speaking of which, there's a skydiving place that's in Prince George. They do it out of Western Beaverly, Western Acres, somewhere like that. West Beaverly, yeah. In any case, we should do that this summer. That'd be dope.
I love being pressured by friends. That's the best.
Yeah.
Whether shotgunning a beer or
I'm gonna be busy that day probably, but put her on a Zoom call. I'll be there.
Actually, I'm gonna be getting hay.
Oh,
Sorry.
So true.
Gregory, have you ever gotten hay before?
Yeah. Yep.
I guess Danielle has a horse, doesn't she?
She does.
and
Please.
you can, that's a nice mustache you have today. That's a cleanly shaven chin and everything. My God.
That's what the kids call the pedo.
Yes.
That's that nice kind of smooth chin that you want nuzzling the back of your neck right when you wake up in the morning, you know?
Yeah, the back of your. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
I've got a question. I've got a would you rather for
we
you.
have took a turn today.
Big spoon or little spoon?
Oh, easy.
Little
You guys.
spoon. Little every time.
Yeah.
Guys like the little spoon. It's a fact.
It's nice to be held, you know what I mean? It's nice to just be fucking safe for the night, you know?
It's nice to just be the beta for a while, you know, just to come home.
Oh,
after
yeah.
a day getting dicked down by what life is, and
Yeah.
Somebody say, let your girlfriend throttle you.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
nobody said that, Con.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Nobody
know.
did
Curtis.
not say
No.
that.
That's kind of what you said when you said be a beta.
A guy that says he likes big spoon more than little spoon is a liar. Also, the same guy says he's too tough for sunscreen.
Oh my God. I know somebody who fucking has a new relationship with sunscreen.
Who?
You, motherfucker.
Why?
Oh, I remember May long weekend like 3 years ago.
Circa 2016.
You were like
I
a
had
crab
my
out of
aloe vera on my body.
you were a fucking crab out of the pot, dude, and I bet you even molted like a crab after that too.
Those were sad days for
Cool.
me.
Cool. I used sunscreen religiously. Middle of winter, got it on. Just in case. You never know when the sun's going to try and hit you.
Hey man, UV rays could be high in the winter too. It's not just a summer thing. You know what's one of the most fucked up things that ever happened to me as a kid, and it wasn't sunburnt, but it's kind of in the same category. This one night, we slept on the trampoline at my parents' house. There was like 8 of us. We all slept on the trampoline. It was like a little friendly party. And I woke up in the morning, dude, and I was fucking itchy. And I shit you not, like, this is no exaggeration, that I had fucking 10,000 mosquito bites. My entire back, my entire chest, this whole side of me, armpit, arm, one whole leg, top to bottom, like my neck, everywhere. I'm not fucking kidding you. It looked like I had a disease. I had fucking 10,000 mosquito bites, and it was fucked. And I was like 15, and I remember going to my mom, and I like almost had tears in my eyes. I was so fucking itchy, and I was like, she was like laughing at me. She couldn't stop herself from laughing, and she's like rubbing calamine lotion all over my fucking mosquito bites, and I'm like, it was fucking torture, dude. It was fucking torture. Like one like
Would you go as far to,
all mosquito bites. Like it looked fucked up, dude.
would you go as far as to say that would be in your top 10 worst pains?
Ooh, I would say it was fucking like, it was like 3-4 days of just like torture, and I'm just like raw and bleeding, and like I can't stop scratching. And
Just to get a grasp on like the pain scale, which like would this be close to getting booed in Guitar Hero or like chugging entire can of Sprite? Like which end of that are we closer to?
Oh
Which
man.
side is worse?
Well, here's the thing: is it the pain scale, like physical pain, or is it like the torture scale?
Both.
God, man, I would say that it's probably closer to the Sprite because like chugging a Sprite like just kills you, but fucking getting booed in Guitar Hero just like it ruins your confidence for the next 5 years. Like you can't
That's
get a
an
job,
emotional pain.
Yeah.
you turn into like a homeless person in your parents'
More of an
basement. Like,
emotional pain.
you don't get
You're
a
behind save on
girlfriend,
food,
like,
eating a lumberjack sandwich and chicken wings.
Mm,
What
no
is
doubt.
what? I don't know why it's escaping me, but this is what Gregory is. What is Adolf Hitler's like ideal vision of a person again? What's that verbatim?
Aryan.
Yes, Gregory, that is you. Just the way your hair wafts
Yeah.
slightly to the left,
So true.
beautiful blonde hair, crisp blue eyes, and a nice rideable stash. You are an Aryan, my friend.
A nice rideable stash. Gregory's honestly my idea of an ideal person as well.
In which dimension?
Wow. Every. Mostly my love partner.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no doubt. Would you say I'm your what's that hiding bitch you called again? Attic girl, Anne Frank. Say I'm like the Anne Frank to your Adolf. Some might say.
No,
Is that-
I would not say that at all. That's like
That's kind of like now we're like kind of going into like the stuck porn kind of region of conversation.
Oh my God.
God. Like,
They were lovers. No doubt.
okay, yeah, definitely.
Like a Romeo and
They were.
Juliet.
Yeah.
so in
But
today's
starting
history,
here-
we learned that frickin' Hitler and Anne Frank definitely fucking.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Well,
Well,
you did, are we wrong though?
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
So,
yeah.
side note. No, actually, we'll leave that for another time. That's no good. No, never mind.
Well,
Oh, wait.
Give you a little cock tease.
What were you
I was
say?
gonna touch on Hitler again, but that's for a history episode we'll have to do down the road.
Damn it.
okay, guys. Well, I got to run here. I've got a good outro though for us.
Okay, hit us.
So for today, if anybody is going to comment on here, what makes you happy, and also who is the Anne Frank to your Hitler?
Oh my god.
And also,
Oh.
it's Curtis on the show.
What?
Who's the best Curtis, did you say?
He's the handsomest.
We're gonna get a running
Yeah.
poll going for our viewers. Who's the most handsome Curtis of them all?
Curtis with a K and an I.
Oh no.
Winner has to shotgun can Corona to start the next episode.
Oh,
And yeah, don't forget, guys, Puma, best footwear ever made. They also make nice socks as well. You wouldn't wear a Puma shirt on this show.
My God, take it off.
happily sponsored, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not sponsored at all. We just shout them out because their product's so unbelievably good that you need it. You need to have it.
But we're also sponsored by Puma.
What's her saying? Puma, accelerate your breath.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Puma, have it your way.
That's
always fresh, is it not?
Always fresh, always
Puma.
Puma.
Gonna move,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you're wearing Puma, you kind of are always fresh. Like you are fucking drip or drown at that point.
Yeah, no doubt. Fresh as a 70-year-old piece of lettuce, that's for sure.
Fresh as the night is young.
Fresh as a bag of cheese.
Yeah.
Bag of cheese.
On.
All right. Well, anyways, this was the Coming for Happiness show, and we're
Little
gonna.
out there.
Oh my god, guys, we should record like an a cappella song for the outro. Oh
Nice.
my god.
Okay. Wow.